Evening, boys. I got 2 Callums. Well, there's 11 in, but people in the chat, we've got 2 Callums. How are we doing? All right. I don't know if this is the first time I've ever streamed on a Monday. It's going to be Mondays are going to be regular. Now we've got into a bit of a rhythm. We've got a good stream tonight. We'll stream for a couple of hours. We'll stream till maybe about 11:30. I've got a tinny, big fucker and all, but hey Johnny, how you doing, buddy? Welcome in, buddy. While a few people get in, I'm just gonna put up the transfer history just so people can have a little look at what I've been up to since the stream on Saturday night. So if you missed the stream on Saturday night, we got promoted just. Here in Jordan, got the new FM with your code on Friday, mate. Oh, appreciate it, mate. Thank you. I've done quite well. I've managed to get over $100 out of it, which I think compared to the big boys isn't much, but $100 goes into the Christmas fund for the family. So I appreciate everyone who's used my discount code. Cheers, buddy. It doesn't tell me who uses it. It just tells me when someone's used the code. So I'm never sure who's actually used it, but I appreciate it, John. Thank you, buddy. Yeah, so here we go. We've actually sold more. Dennis Mann was also supposed to leave. Yeah, look at the size of it. It's an absolute beast. The manager's specials we had a takeaway last night. I had a dirty doner kebab, loads of chili sauce. I have to have a beer with it. So I went to Sainsbury's and they had 4 of these for £5.50. It's been in the back of the fridge all day. Right. So what was I saying? Dennis Mann was heading to Stoke, but he failed a work permit. Didn't get a work permit, so they cancelled the deal, which left us in a bit of not so much a black hole, but a little bit of a problem, because in the summer I made a biggish signing. We're going to ignore him because he was already coming to the club anyway. We signed Ruben Vargas to play on the right of midfield. So that was one. And then I did a double deal with him, and I also on the same day I signed Patrick Roberts as a free, because I thought he could do both sides. Very good player in terms of technicals, pace, bit of pace, dribbling. I thought he would have been a nice little pickup. And then the Dennis Mann's deal's fallen through. A bit of a killer because I was hoping to spend a little bit more. But what we brought him in the other night, and he's actually scored on his debut. We've played one league game, he scored on his debut. I've signed Danilo Cataldi, very experienced central midfielder. Got him for 2.3 million from Lazio. One of the signings of the summer, £2 million for Pietro Pellegrini. For that price, he's got a little bit of work to do. He's only 21 though. I've got some. That's a bit better. £2 million though. I couldn't say no. We didn't really need another striker, but I thought, in particular, because we've only got Esposito, by the way, we've got him on loan for the season. Highly likely it'll be only a loan. I thought we just need to try and make sure we get some young players in, and Pellegrini was available, £2 million, and snapped him up. We've also brought in Barreca, very adequate left full back, can also play left midfield. I'll show you the tactic in a minute. But the idea is that on the left-hand side, we're just being a little bit more cautious, and we've got 3 left-backs who can kind of play left back or left midfield, and Barreca's just coming and adding a little bit more strength for that price as well. Hey, top man, how you doing, buddy? Roberts we spoke about. Christian Piccini, 29-year-old, very not versatile, but very comfortable across the board. Has done pretty well in pre-season, and we got him on a free as well. £19,000 a week. Quite experienced, decent player. Thiago Pereira, who was in the chat, Tiago Pereira, who's in the chat on Saturday night, is a guy who's followed my channel for the past year or so, and he was on a free transfer, so I've picked him up basically just because he came in the stream, and he was on a free transfer. He was like third choice keeper, Esposito, and then our number one this season is Plazzari, and we've got him on loan for Milan. So there's a bit of loan work to do. Biggest outs is Cyprien, who was on loan, Hermani on loan last year, Caramoa on loan, and probably the biggest one you'll recognise there is Vasquez. A couple of other backups as well. Released a fair few. We're trying to still offload Dennis Mann. We need to get rid of Dennis Mann. We've still got the 40-year-old Flacari, and we've also got Inglés, who's probably not going to play much because of the amount of quality we've signed up front. And I think on the 1st of August, I think it's the 1st of August, we've got another striker coming in. We've got two coming in. I've signed Arezzo, who's coming in on a free transfer. Hey, Eduardo, how you doing, buddy? So we've got not Eduardo coming on a free transfer. Arezzo coming on a free transfer. I've also signed this little tasty little regen. He's only 15 years old. He's joining in January when he turns 16. Just on a free, I thought might as well. And I've tried to do a deal for Wilfred Ignotto, but he failed a medical because he's dislocated his shoulder. So there's something that I think will probably come. I'm gutted now because look at the amount of clubs that are after him. Juventus, Fiorentina, Mönchengladbach, Dortmund and Villa. So we may struggle to get him in. I don't necessarily need him. And because this save's only going to be a 5-year save, I don't necessarily... It was just because it was a bargain. It was about 3 million quid. We've got nothing in the bank. We're 40 grand a week in debt. But I'm hoping we've still got a lot of interest in Dennis Mann, wherever he is. He's there, and he's got a lot of foreign clubs now interested. I'm only wanting 15 million for him, otherwise he'll stay. It's as simple as that. He'll be useful for us anyway, but we've kind of over-subscribed where we play him now on the right side of midfield. So that's the tactic we're going with. In pre-season, we started with a low line. I have got a low line one. Oh, not that one. That was last season's. That's the low line one, where we may go a couple of like away games and stuff. But we're doing a high press, but a steady high press. We've got a ball winner and advanced playmaker in middle park on support, winger on support. So we've got Kubot, Pizzella, and Barreca are going to rotate those two positions there. Dirix and Valentini, two very good centre-halves. Pacini, who we signed, Plazzari, who we signed, Vargas and Roberts, man in there. We've got Cataldi, who is going to come into there. We've got also, so I suppose a new signing is... wherever he is. Where's he gone? Grassi, who was on loan last season, but he's now playing for us. He was on loan. I can't remember where he was on loan last year. Somewhere in the Serie A anyway. And then we've got obviously Luca, who we signed the other night. Esposito. Hey, Stephen, how you doing, buddy? Esposito, Luca, Pellegrini, and Inglés. So we've got a nice little squad. There may be other transfers to do tonight. Let me know down in the comments if you think there's anywhere we need to strengthen. I think if I do strengthen anywhere, it'll be this side of midfield. Potentially a central midfielder, but I just love Schitterella, so I just want to give him one more season before we look at probably moving him out. And there we go. Nice steady tactic in terms of how we're playing. It's more about just getting the ball out wide, getting some balls in the box. We're nice and compact when we lose it as well. We're sitting quite narrow. Hope you appreciate the shirt. I've got Baggio 10 on the back as well. Oh, well, we could sort that out for you, Steve. You might want to leave it an extra week anyway until the main game drops, buddy. You might as well leave it another week. We can help you decide, though, for next week. Loads of fallen giants. Any team in Bundesliga B, or Bundesliga 2, should I say. We nearly bought him, and I pulled out the deal just because we were low on wages. Just as a backup centre-half, really. But we've got a couple of players in the squad that can do a couple of positions. So Cabot can play at centre-half. Pizzella is another player that you won't recognise. We got him back. He was on a loan at Atlanta last year. So we've got him back. Yeah, you've got... Just wait, Steve. Just play with anyone at the moment. Till next Tuesday when the main game drops. We've got a couple of players that could play on either side. We've got a nice little start as well. We've already played one game, by the way. We've just played Bologna. Was it Bologna? I can't remember if it was Bologna or not. It might have been Bologna. Who was it? Yeah, Bologna 3-0. I'll show you the goals. Let's see the goals. There's 27 people in. I just wanted to play. I just wanted to see what we look like. I just played all pre-season. I was like, I'm going to play one game. Fuck it. Welcome in though, everybody. 27 people on a... 26 people. Piss somebody off. This was the first one. This is Luca Debutant. Cheeky little dink from the big man. 6'7". Hood Gaming has done actually a little player spotlight on him today, so go check that out. Pizzella, Esposito, Grassi. Lovely strike from the edge of the area. Oh, nice. Cheers, Scott. I appreciate that, mate. Thank you very much. Road to Glory. Sounds good. They're struggling a little bit, Hereford. And there we go. Dominated the game. They had 15 shots, but most from outside the area. 1.15 XG. So we were comfortable. Really comfortable. Brilliant start. Yeah, so you people that are in the... If you're new, this save will continue for a couple of weeks. We're going to do 5 seasons. It mixture between live streams over the next week. And then I do want to get the Barcelona one started pretty soon. I just need to check when the missus... We've got Ralphie's birthday coming up. I'm pretty sure the first Saturday after the main game comes out, she's at home. So I won't be able to stream. Or I may stream. She didn't mind last time when I was streaming. She was just... I think the day the game came out, she was just laid in bed. I'll check. But I think I've built a decent enough squad to make sure we're not one of the 3 worst teams in the league. Put it that way. I've got the low block tactic as well, ready to go. I've also got the tactic we used last year, so we can change it up a little bit if we need to. Mateus, Enix, all good. Ramon for his decent price. Brazilian. Is he a left winger though? I think we just need a left winger. But I think just for now, I'm just going to leave it because I'm happy with the work that I've done. Unless something stupid comes up. Does there some bad... to be honest, I don't. It was bad trainer. They're training units, but they've just had pre-season. Oh, maybe, yeah, sorry, mate. Maybe an advanced playmaker at some point. But I think when I get the money in for Dennis Mann, which I'm hoping will come before the transfer window finishes, there's a month to go. I would like to think that we'd save the money. I've been trying. There was Vidal and stuff on the free transfer list. We had a deal done for him, and I backed out. There's Guendouzi. Patterson Daka's come available. We can't have another striker. These are loanies as well. But for now, I'm happy. Hopefully we can have a good season. Our finances aren't amazing. Our finances aren't amazing. We lost £11 million last year as well. It's a lot. To be fair, I think they get decent money for being in Serie A, you know. I don't think I've had it through yet. I know you get nothing. There's no like... Oh, it's a bit better, actually. And then the TV money... TV. I haven't seen anything about TV money, you know. I'm sure they get a load. Yeah, there's 3 million there already. So keep our eye on that. I used to do my Nonita in my local side, but they aren't very around anymore. So I have to pick other sides. Yeah. You have to get the open up the database, buddy. Right, we're gonna be brave. We're gonna give Patrick Roberts a little debut on this left hand side. We're gonna go with Esposito and Luca, Cataldi, Vargas, and Schitarella in the midfield. How have I done my set pieces? I have. I've got my short corners on, boys. Yeah, but it's not bad though. It's not bad, Edward. It's probably the third best. It's probably better than La Liga. Because obviously if you're not a big club in La Liga, you get bugger all. Dennis Mann's injury. 2 to 4 weeks. Twisted ankle. We'll probably get away with it. It's not that, to be fair, it's not that I wanted to sell him. But because I tried to sell him, I tried not to sell him, and then a really good offer came in. The board have been automatically accepting bids, and they accepted one for him, and I was happy because I thought, right, 15 million. We've got Vargas coming in for 4 million. We've got Patrick Roberts as a backup for free. It gave us then some money to either save and go elsewhere if we needed, and then lo and behold, he bloody stays. It's just killed us a little bit. Right, I'm getting some better tunes on. I'm going to get my tried and tested. That's a bit better. Hey, George, how you doing, buddy? What, in the game? I don't know what he's like in the game. Let's have a little look. They've got Danny Welbeck on loan. Yaremchuk. I nearly went in for him. Oh shit, they want a lot of money for him. Not really, Scott. Not really. They're not as good as other teams. I watched them a little bit last night. They were alright. Playing against really good Milan, and Milan scored, what, a free kick and a penalty. Huffed and puffed a lot in the second half. Could have maybe nicked an equaliser at the end. They should have beaten Juventus. But they aren't very good. Generally, they've got, players like Mkhitaryan, El Shaarawy played last night. There's obviously Zaniolo, Pellegrini, but they're not at the top level. Anyway, if they can get 4th place this year, I think they'll be happy with that. Obviously, there was that ridiculous result in Norway. And apart from Tammy, the backup is Shmodorov, who's like, he looks like Mongolian or something. There's him, and they brought like a 17-year-old on last night. Yeah, they're nowhere near into Juve and sort of like Napoli. He'll be trying to win a cup. If he can win the Europa Conference League, or he can win the Coppa Italia, that'll class that as a good season. Yeah, Milan look good. Them and Napoli are miles ahead, aren't they? Juventus look really bad, and they were even poor when they beat Roma. They do all right. The Roma are doing all right. I think Milan. Because they've got a good squad. Their squad's huge. Last night they brought on, but I know like Bakayoko worked great at Chelsea, but they had it was last night. They've got Zlatan and Giroud to sort of like cover each other. They've got Biram Diaz, sort of like attacking midfielder. Frank Kessie, Tonelli, Bakayoko, Benassa played last night. They've got decent cover in a lot of areas. What's the other goal? Silly Knackers. He played last night. So they've got big squad strength and depth, but I don't think Napoli do. Oh, it's offside. Is it offside though? I don't know why it would be. Checking a goal review. I think we've been given it, boys. It's just a great header. There's nothing wrong with that, was there? And we are 1-0 up, getting. Yes. You think Inter? They've got a lot of work to. Do. I think it's the derby on the weekend as well. I'm sure Inter are playing Milan. Because obviously they lose, they'll be out of it. Or it could be Napoli-Inter. I'd love to see Napoli win it, to be fair. Oh, don't spoil the fun, Johnny. Oh, Plazeri, we've cleared it. We've got survived. Oh, is it into Napoli? Yeah, it has to be. I think they could maybe get away with a draw. But a defeat would put them absolutely miles behind, wouldn't they? Oh, yeah, Rafael. So good on. He's been in good form. He's been in really good form. Hey, Josh, how you doing, buddy? Cheers, pal. Yeah, came this morning. This one, I've been waiting 8 weeks for my Vlahovic shirt, and then this, and Ajax shirt, and Amy wanted Leicester shirt. That came after 20 days, which is a bit annoying. Come on, boys. Right, Luca. Matt Break, yes. Esposito. Roberts. Hey, Pete, how you doing, buddy? Is it? Shit, that's massive. It's good, Serie A. Really good. I'll tell you what I've kind of fallen in love with. I need to get the shirt. Zaniolo at Roma. I think he would have been a massive part of the Euros for him as well. But obviously did he do his cruise ship? I think he did a cruise ship. Hey, Lucas P. How you doing, buddy? Yeah, I'm good, mate. They're only in the first game. Well, the second game of the season, I had to play one off camera because I was just excited with the squad that I'd put together. Hey, Will as well. How you doing, buddy? Yeah, I'm good, mate. I'm good. Spurs, I spoke to my dad a little. I'm excited because you guys know that I have a little bit of a soft spot for Spurs because my dad's a Spurs fan. And I love Conte. And it's just what Tottenham need and what the fans... And I don't say he's defensive coach. He will create a buzz around the squad. The Spurs fans will see what he can do with a team. And I was going to do actually a video on what Spurs, if I was manager of, and do Spurs, because they're just geared up for a 3-5-2. They've got the players to do it. They are good at the back in terms of centre-half, so it's better to put 3 there. They've got their 2 full-backs are Region and Emerson Royale. Both prefer going forward. They've only got really... Son and Kane would work as a nice little front 2, combining together, and loads of central midfielders. So, win-win. No, not yet, Cal. We're not that desperate yet, buddy. Oh, Esposito. What a header. Patrick Roberts has set 2 up, boys, as well. What time will you be streaming till? Probably about 11:30, but there's like 30 odd people in now, which is buzzing. Appreciate it. Smash a like on it while you're in, boys. That'd be beautiful. Do you think? I think it'll take a time. They're really poor at the back, but this is like Nuno. I don't understand. He had a format at Wolves with the three at the back, and then he moves to a 4. They get Romero in, who's a really good defender, but he's used to playing as a 3. He's played as a 3 at Atlanta for the past couple of seasons. I just don't understand why you would do that. And not to even really try it. Something that you're comfortable with. Hey, Nevsky, how you doing, buddy? Right. I'm doing a little change. I wonder how many subs I get. Three U's, bollocks. Yeah, I'm great, mate. Thank you. We've not so much gems, Josh, but we've got. I posted a few things in the Discord today so people could get up to date with it, but I'll just very quickly, because obviously there's a lot of new people kind of jumped in. Lorenzo Lucu we got at the weekend. Ruben Vargas, who did quite well in the Euros for Switzerland. Cataldi for 2.3, very nice ball-winning midfielder, box-to-box midfielder. Pellegrini for £2 million, which is an absolute steal. Barreca, 650k, really solid left back, can play left midfield as well. Patrick Roberts, who's made his first start for us and already got 2 assists. Pacini, right back on a free transfer. Thiago Pereira, who was in the stream on Saturday night just because he's Thiago Pereira. Esposito on loan, Plazario on loan, and we've also got Irezzo coming in tomorrow. There you go. Right, let's get Barreca on for his debut. We'll put Roberts over that side. Yes, I don't like to do it. And to be honest, I found with the loans they've been quite difficult. Even the big clubs like Man United with Hannibal Mejbri, they wanted like a loan fee of about 2.5 million, and at the time we didn't have a lot of money, so I decided against it. A lot of these loanees, Italy, I think we're paying a little bit for Esposito, but that was probably worth it. But because money's tight, I didn't want to spend all our money on loan fees. Is he? He was available as well, Will. Hey, Dodgy. Did you? Any good? I just couldn't resist. But we've got too many strikers, but sod it. Right, and this is what I do. I'm planning on doing. We go to the low block. We go defensive. I'm going to bring on a right back to play right midfield as a defensive winger. And we're going to sit nice and tight. And then we're also going to bring on... Oh, we can't. Bollocks. My only issue now is just rotating players a little bit. Yeah, there should be a little bit of buzz. We're defending quite... I'll stop talking. Oh, we might be breaking. Well, I was going to say, we're defending quite well. Oh, Luke's is just giving him ball. Lovely jersey. I have one at the blue one. I guess the same as yours. Yeah. Just from Baggio. Baggio's last game, he had this shirt on, I think. Oh, his last season. Scott's cutting his... I'm not surprised, Scott. Good, though, for the Premier League, isn't it? Yeah, Josh, yeah, we had a deal done. I agreed a deal for £3 million. and he failed a medical. He's dislocated his shoulder, so that killed the deal. And to be honest, we don't necessarily need him. I was debating whether to use him and turn him into a right winger. So we may still go down that route. We've got a month left of the transfer window anyway, but all the big boys are after him now. So I think I'll lose out, if I'm honest. I think I'll lose out on him. Because it was Fiorentina, Villa, Dortmund, Gladbach. Right, that's a good win, boys. 2 from 2. We should be beating them, but it's still nice. Just lucky, dude. No worries. Everyone, hello Trek. What seems to be the most dominant tactic so far? Any ideas? Getting FM22 tomorrow. It was plenty ones that there's a little bit up. The headers have died down a little bit, but anything with loads of crosses into the box. Getting FM22 tomorrow. If you are going to if you get it on Steam, buddy, I've got a link thing down below. I appreciate it if you go check that out. Wicked, love that play. Love to see him at Parma. Yeah, I think we'll try. I think we will try again. We're just waiting. We need to wait maybe another couple of weeks. We'll have a little nibble again tonight. We've got 3 home games here by the looks of it. Perugia, we can do a little bit of rotation. Perugia, Italian Cup. I'm going to do a tactics video this week. My first iconic tactics video. I'm hoping to get out on Thursday. And it'll be Zeman, who was the coach of Foggia, Lazio, and Roma. He's back at Foggia now. A very exciting 4-3-3, and I've also put it into my Newcastle little Newcastle video I'm doing as well, where I obviously use the transfer budget. So I'm hoping that's gonna become a real force, that tactic. I've had a little play with it, and it looks good. It looks really good. If you're familiar with Zeman, he was like a bit of a revolutionary, really. He was a bit ahead of his time. He managed in the early 90s. A lot of the time in Italy, and obviously in that era it was all defensive, and he went 4-3-3. It's kind of a sitting midfielder, 2 very aggressive sort of like box-to-box midfielders, 2 very attacking fullbacks, and then he played 3 up front, and it was kind of, they were not wide forwards, they were very narrow. It was basically a 4-3-3 with 3 centre forwards. Normally like a complete forward in the middle, sort of like a Batistuta played there, Osvaldo played there. In his Roma days. I'm not sure who would have played there at Lazio. I know Signori did, but he generally came off the left. So yeah, I'm looking forward to putting that together. I would go and check out, there's a Tifo video on him as well. If you put Zeman, Zeman, Z-E-M-A-N. Great story. Arthur, how you doing, buddy? Thanks for coming in, mate. Gavi, yeah, well, I'm looking forward to using Gavi in a couple of weeks when we start the Barca. Can't wait for that. Right. Vargas needs to have a decent game. Hey, we've got a Reza win as well, boys. Here he is. He's got to go straight in, hasn't he? I would probably offload Inglaze. Really, Scott? Good appointment, that. Good appointment. I think all the others are just not what they need right now. And he is very good. He is very good, Emery, you know, with the smaller clubs, getting a system together and being a little bit hard to beat. I think that would be a really good appointment. I just didn't see Lucien Favre and Fonseca, Eddie Bloody Howe, working with any of that. Especially not with the players that they've got. Not much, mate. We've just played one game. Gone through this summer transfer window. Showed the signings off and stuff. Crosses into the box, so I'm assuming you want tall defenders. I don't know, mate. I try and stick everyone. I try and stick away from 4-2-3-1. Bit boring. Hey, Cal. Getting PTSD here, but he's a winner, isn't he? I think that's a really good appointment. Is he really short odds? Esposito's a new Zola. Yeah, we need a new cult figures, don't we? If this save keeps really, like, if people are enjoying it and stuff, obviously when the main game drops, I'm going to mould this, phase this out of streams, and obviously we're going to start with La Masia. But I think when the 5-year plan's done, if people are absolutely loving it, we may just, it'll only be a video a week, but we may keep with it. We may keep with it. I'm trying not to give myself too much work, so ideas like this I need to sort of like say no to, really. Yeah, my what's it one, Josh? My Zeman 433 is not simple, but it's good to play with. Right, these are the games at home to teams like Genoa we need to be winning. We're quite tall as well. Our fullbacks are like all over 6 foot. Strikers are all over 6 foot. Yeah, it's the first time I've played with him, to be honest. First time I've played with him. And obviously, Dr. Benji did a really good series. That was a long time. Was it like FN16 or something? And someone else. Oh, Ticker's doing it on stream. And is it a guy called Lewis? A guy that I've not come across, but we're in the same circles as. Hey, Big Arnie's in. 5-year plan. I've just basically given myself 5 years to just get them back on the map. So only 5 years because I need to phase the game out and put it into get my main save going for FM22. But I don't know. I think maybe winning the Europa League. Definitely trying to win a trophy. Esposito might be in. Chittarella smashes it in. 1-0 up. Get in. But yeah, 5-year plan. I think is to put them back on the European stage, I think, Arnie. Nice kits as well, Josh. I listened to a podcast about Alvaro Recoba today, and he was at Venezia for a bit. Yeah, you never know, though. It depends what Inter do, isn't it? It depends what Inter do. It was a great goal, top man, you're right. Yeah, there's a thing on non-EU players, so I've got to be careful of that, and that includes English players, but we've only got Patrick Roberts. I try and stay away from signing 5 or 6, when you're in a different country, signing 5 or 6 Englishmen. Oh, Joe, yeah, I've heard about that game. Rangers must have had it. Is that the game you were? I think you said that before, Joe. You were there. What kind of team would have Rangers had then? Was that like the Amoruso era? A good save. I don't know if Steven's still in. It was after a save idea. Bari, who are in Serie C and play at a 50,000 seater stadium, have had a shit. Oh, that's a big chance missed. I've had a shit couple of years. They're actually doing really well this season. They're top of the division. Tony Vidmars. He was like, was he the Australian? I'm not sure about Turkish players, actually. Someone in the chat might have a better idea. Right, we need to get our second goal. By the way, we've got like a young player here. What's he called? Dirix, who played a little bit for us last year. He's only 19, not 20 till next year, and he's in the heart of our defence. Underrated Aussie. Who are they, Cal? Palermo in C as well. Palermo's on my list. I think every year of every cycle of FM, I'm gonna be. To be honest, I can see like the channel just focusing a little bit around Italian football. Like there'll always be something going on Italian on the save, just because I'd love to do Bari, I'd love to do Palermo, I'd love to have done like a beta save with Roma this year. And I don't think there's a country. I don't think there's a country in the world that I can think of as many teams that I want to be. Oh, is that who they were? That one with that nice badge that you sent me. Well, Palermo as well, Scott, had our centre forward, this Luca. Pisa actually signed him this summer from Palermo for 2 million, so that's where he's come from. Yeah, stadiums are better. Yeah, definitely had a heavy run. They've definitely had a decent pickup. Right, I'm going to have to do a little sub. We could just do with his second goal though, boys. We've dominated. Right, Esposito's struggling. So it's time for Pellegrini right now. I'd love to bring Arezzo on at some point as well, but we might have to change the midfield. See, they're a lot fitter than us. It might be because of the press. Right, Luca's struggling as well. Let's get Arezzo on for his debut. Swap them two round. Bit of pace to come on. Yeah, Cassano, innit? They have some really good youngsters back in the day. Cassano, Bonucci was there for a little bit. Zambrotta was there. The big dude, Lorenzo Amoruso, was there. David Platt? I think he was there as well. Pellegrini, he's in. Oh, well, he should have turned it. Chicharella, Arezzo, Pellegrini. No. To be fair, Italian teams are so interesting. Yeah, definitely, Scott. It's the best place to manage. Apart from Bundesliga 2, which I'm going to do a video on next week. I always do a save in Italian for about £21. Yeah, Napoli. I think Napoli are good because they've not won a great deal, have they? Yeah, it's good. The crowd's good. Serie A. Go every room, Bari. And they've got their stadiums like, I'll show you in a minute. They've like got a 55,000 seater stadium that was built for Italia 90. So you've got potential there. I always like to see clubs with potential, and having a stadium with 55,000 people in it, obviously you need to fill it, but you've got the potential for it. By the way, we've absolutely smashed that there. Outstretched arms. I'm going to give him a little kiss and a cuddle. Three wins, lads. Bloody hell. Just calm it down, Eduardo. Calm it down. Bari also have that striker who used to play for Leeds. Mirko Antonucci. So they actually got promoted by the looks of it. There's Antonio Cassano. Look. Antonio Conte was manager for a little bit. Nicola Ventola, forgot about him. Does everyone remember Nicola Ventola? You have to be as old as me to remember him. For general. No, what am I doing? Facilities, stadium. You don't own it like most. San Nicola, that's it. Most teams don't own their stadiums. 342 grand a year. 58,000 seater stadium. I did borrow one from FM22, but never took it seriously. Time to do it this time, Josh. Yeah, Jenna was quite popular on the channel. That was about this time last year, I think, wasn't it? Yeah, Nicola. Yeah, ever promising, but he never quite hit it, did he? Also, I got a new high-end PC, so I'll be doing a save with a huge database. Nice. Just do what I do and don't upload all the leagues you're not interested in, but I upload the nations that I want to see. So if I want to get the best Brazilian Wonder Kids, I'll add the Brazilian nation to it, but not put them as an active league. Foggia are in C. Francesco Baiano, who was at Derby? Yeah, it was at Derby. Knowledge, Matty. Have they sacked my main man? He's there, Zeman, look. Oh, I need to get him involved. I need to get him involved in my club. He's now 75, so he's in charge. He's in charge of them in real life now. Crazy. Crazy. And Juventus, he said at some point in the mid-90s, he said that Juventus were doping players. And basically, they then went round. Yeah, he's managed, so in real life, he's managing Foggia. He's managing Foggia now. He claims that I can't remember what the scandal basically with all the match fixing. He basically said that they were telling clubs to not employ him, and he was manager of a club for hardly any time. I can't remember who it was. I think it was Napoli. And there's a rumour that, not a rumour, as he claims, and a lot of other people have claimed, that Juventus basically told Napoli, because they were basically in charge of a lot of clubs, and basically told clubs what to do and how to run their clubs. He was told that Napoli only employed him so they could sack him only a few months later to ruin his career and ruin his reputation. So he'd only end up getting smaller clubs. And clubs would ask Juventus of what they thought of Zeman before they asked him as manager. Juventus had a massive stronghold on a lot of clubs in sort of like the late 90s, early 2000s. Oh yeah, he did, yeah. Hey Dan, how you doing, buddy? So what's going on with your save? Have you started it? Have you risked it? Because obviously your first blog post, you can kind of do it without starting it properly, if you know what I mean. Yeah, so I've fallen in love with Zeman over the last couple of days, and just becoming a bit of a geek, geeking up on him. Have I got a director of football? Oh, sorry, mate, but you missed it. I don't know if Cameron Connect is on the game. I'm not going to do. You love this. I'm going to do this once for you. Remember, my database isn't the biggest. No. He's not in it. Yeah, not so much now though, my Josh, but yeah. Have you risked it, Dan? To be fair, I think you can get... There isn't a glaring... I think last year there was the issue with the regens, wasn't there? Right, we have to go with same team, don't we? How did Vargas do in that last game? Well, he got himself a goal. He just needs a time. He literally did no pre-season. Pella's back fit. I'm at work in the morning. No, it's not. It's not. I think it's about there. There's another one downstairs if I feel like it. It's Monday night. This is my weekend. The end of my weekend is because obviously I work Saturdays, don't I? I have Sundays and Mondays off, so. I think the board just want me to avoid relegation. Walter Mazzarri's in charge. Giovanni Simeone at Calgary. He's in a right rich vein of form. Scored 5 in 2. He scored both goals against Juve at the weekend. An absolute thunder bastard. He scored a hat-trick the week before. Ooh, that's a bit narrow. They've got Godin and Medell in a back three. Is he? Well, he was the inspiration behind me doing the Gothenburg save. Because of the stuff he did with Gothenburg in the, what would have been, early 80s, I think it would have been. Is he managing anyone at the moment though, Sven, or is he just active? Because obviously in real life, Zeman's at Foggia now, and obviously in the game he's been sacked. No, probably not, Josh. Probably not. He's not really ever been. Don't know if he's of that standard. He's also he's not old, but he'll be mid-20s now. It's not as if he's a little kid. It's a bit of a big step up. No. He had a few weird international jobs, didn't he? He should have gone back to Sweden. He should have gone back to Sweden and picked up a little job in Sweden before he retired, but Gothenburg needs some help. Is that what it was? Yeah, I can't imagine he'd be old now. I'm surprised Zeman was still going. Thing with Zeman though, he's really good at bringing through youth, and the amount of players that the clubs have sold and made profit out of because of he gave, obviously he sort of like not broke through Totti, but he gave him his first sort of like regular starts. Nestor he broke through. He broke through Signori at Foggia. Immobile. I'm sure Verratti at Pescara as well. These are young players that, not that he's found, but young players that he's given the chance to, and then clubs have sold on the amount of money that he's made. I think so. He was at Foggia. I'm sure he was at Foggia with him, which was his first. He sort of like started at Foggia and then went to Palermo for a little bit in the late 80s, I think, and then went back to Foggia, and that's when he got them from the third tier to the first tier, and did really well with his really attacking style. There's a podcast on it, boys. If you've got Spotify, the Gladso podcast, really good story on Zeman. It's what I do. That's why I like to walk the dog at the moment. Yeah, there you go. Ericsson loves it. Maybe a bit too cold for him. We're playing well here, boys. We just need to break them down. Here is Simeone. Just ask for a little bit more. So Guy Medell, he must be like 36. Godin must be like nearly 40, surely. So we need to get at them a little bit more pace. Arezzo might be a decent player to bring on. Yeah, is he in China? Well, he was in China. He's probably retired now, is he, Lippi? might get a little sniff here. Ooh, we might get that. Go on. No. Rog. Sao Pedro. Saved. Yeah, he's good. Rich is really good. Do you listen to the podcast, Top Man? He was there, Josh. They've just done one on the Euros with Italy, so they're bringing it back again, which I'm not so much keen on the up-to-date stuff. So I listened to today, the story about Batistuta, and I also listened to the story about Alvaro Recoba. I haven't listened to all of it yet, and the Recoba one, but they've got ones about Dario Hubner, Del Piero, Baggio, Totti, Rigo Sacchi, just any iconic sort of like figure in the game, good and bad, to be honest, or average. Yeah, good. Yeah, I listened to that today. That was really good. Really good, Cal. Golazzo. The totally Golazzo Italian football show. I think it's now kind of a part of the Athletic. Recoba was a really good one. Maldini. I'm not sure if Maldini's on there, to be honest. He probably is, to be fair. He probably is. There's like loads. Right, some of them are like 3 years old, but when they talk about Batistuta, obviously he's retired, it doesn't really matter. Yeah, he just didn't like running. He was just lazy. He hated training. Right, we've got our noses in front. Baresi, no. I think they tend to go for more characters, Top Man. They talk about they've done the downfall of Parma, downfall of a lot of clubs who have had crazy owners. Moggi, who was part of all the Juventus sort of like max fixing scandals. They've done Del Piero, Aspria. Viali's in. Right, I'm just going to give a little bit of... I'm not going to change the strikers yet. Just give us a little bit more solidity in the midfield there. Oh, Zappa. Get there. Get there. There is Simeone. It's easy. Yeah, loads of villains, Scott. That's the best thing about the podcast. There's loads of villains. Berlusconi did a 2-parter on him. Oh, referee, man. They've done a 2-parter on Esposito. Oh, it's been awarded. Get in. 2-0, boys. 2 bloody 0. And we're going to shut up shop. Luca's had a bad one. And an average one. So we'll bring Pellegrini on. Golazzo. Oh, and then we just throw the ball to them. Cagliari look like they're playing as Lazio's kit. Might do, maybe, yeah. Might do. I kind of sorted my stuff out last season, so I'm not really touched them this season. Pellegrini wide. By the way, boys, 37 people in at 10:30 on a Monday night. I appreciate it. Hopefully, I can get their streaming regular. Saturday, Mondays. There might even be a few little daytime streams as well. Right, we're racking up 4 straight wins. By the way, the opponents we've played are not great, granted, but we've done it. And we've not conceded a goal yet. Probably now. Might be full time. That's a deep one. That's what she said. That's it. Job done. 2-0. Very nice. Right, let me just get up. Display. Drag this across. So this is it, boys. This is the podcast. So they've just started again, look. October 26th this year, and then a lot of... so that was just based on the Italian national team winning. Ronaldo, the 3 Germans, I haven't listened to that one yet. Ravanelli, Gullit, Hullit, Rijkaard and Van Basten, Sinisa Mihailovic, Spalletti, Ultras in Italy, I've not bothered about that one. Some old ones, about John Charles in the 1950s, De Rossi, Berlusconi, Totti, Gigi River, I've not listened to that because that's obviously an old player. Who have we got there? Vialli, Materazzi, Udinese, that was quite good. Pipo, Inzaghi, Lucarelli. So a lot of like Zola, Kaka. I'm not really bothered about Kaka. He never really excited me, Kaka. Adriano, Fiorentina was good. Gori, because he was absolutely nuts. Trapattoni, the Rome derby. Del Piero, Moggi, that's a really good one. Absolute shithouse. It was at Juventus. Aspria, Arrigo Sacchi, Verona. There's one about Di Natale, who I want to listen to. Zamparini, Palermo was good. Lucatoni, Ranieri, Cragnotti's Lazio. That was, I think I've listened to that one. There's only 4 minutes left of that one. Listen to that one. Inter Bottle Job, Casano, Alvaro Cobos. I'm halfway through that. Chievo, I want to listen to. Quagliarella, Spalletti, and then these ones, and then Parma, Hubner. Who've we got? Batistuta, Zedak, there's Zeman. Guns Riots and the craziest team ever. Sampdoria in the 1991, that'll be good. Milan still 95, remembering David Astore. So they're quite old, March 2018. Beppe Insignori, that I want to listen to because I love Beppe Insignori. Baggio, which I have listened to. Maradona. Juventus and Fiorentina, that'll be good. Maldini's there, and there you go. Is that because of Ravanelli? 40 people here, by the way, boys. It's fucking incredible. Right, Esposito, by the way. We're going to have to try and get... This is what I mean. I want to try and sell Dennis Mann. And just... There may be a sniff. Let's just see what the agent says. He's got no interest. Okay. No interest. Festa, yeah, Gianluca Festa. Are you struggling, Cal? So we've started well. We've got Perugia in the cup now, so we can have a nice little rest. We're going to rest some players. Gianluca Festa, Curtis Fleming, Jadinho, Emerson. They had was it defender? There was another Brazilian defender. Was it called like Blanco or something? £4,000. Nigel Pearson, yeah. Nigel Pearson, brilliant. Mikael Beck. He was shite, wasn't he? Blanca, is that what it was called? Like a street fighter. Branca. Viv Anderson. Was it Branca? I think it was Branca. Just have to take your time. You can't get sacked from there, Cal. If you get sacked from there, there'll be no. Those are the only ways down, isn't it? Branca, that's it. Yeah. Obviously, Ravanelli. Ravanelli. Used to love it when commentator on Galazzo used to say that. Channel 4. Oh, that's who I'm thinking of, Maybury. That's who I'm thinking of. Hang on. Not that. Not that. Just pull this across. Right. So they had, I think they had an Italian striker called Branca. Yeah, I wasn't meaning him because he was injury prone. Marco Branca, yeah, he's actually become like, yeah, sporting director at Inter. I'm thinking of Branco, he had curly hair and was like a left-sided, there look, Branco. That's who I was thinking of. Was left back. Played for 94 World Cup, look. Scored in the 94 World Cup. That's who I was thinking of. God, it's not quick. I'm shit at changing scenes and stuff. Yeah, good at free kicks. Yeah, that's who I was thinking of. Yeah, he was maybe a little bit past it, was he? I remember a lot of the Italian ones. I used to hate Barry Davis. I used to like, yeah, I fucking hated. I still hate John Motson. Oof. John Champion. I used to love the Peter Brackley who did the Channel 4 stuff. Right, we've got Perugia. We're going to give some game time to some players here. So Pizzella can come in. We're going to go with Arezzo and Pellegrini. Grassi in with Som. Ozaro can come in. Barreca can come in. Let's get Inglés on the bench. Let's play Boosie as well. I want to go far in this. I want to win as many games as we can, but we're Perugia in B. We should beat them. Kenneth Walston, he's a bit before. Peter Jury. Yeah, he did a bit of the Channel 4 stuff. I just don't like Motson. He's just a knob. He's on TalkSport as well on a Friday, and he just talks about like just shit in terms of like stats that no one cares about. And you can tell he's just looking through his book. Oh, the last time Parma beat Perugia in the Italian Cup was in 1995, I think it was. I'm thinking, fucking hell, what? I hate stats like that because it has no effect on what's going to happen about the game. Andy Gray, I did like Andy Gray. I don't like Andy Hinchcliffe, who commentates now. Looks like we're playing Middlesbrough. They won't listen. I think they appointed him because he was a legend, wasn't he? So it was like, appoint a legend. But he's crap. I like Simon Jordan. Steady on, Cal. I like Simon Jordan. Bloody hell, that looked like a foul throw. I think I did. I might have done, already, Maybury. Ooh, that was a big tackle. Hey, Dave. Well, I'm not sure about Brazil. Simon Jordan, I really listen to. Jim White. Jim White plays to the terraces. He loves that little bit of controversy. Bit of a bell end. Big bell end. Yeah, I love Ali McCoist. Ali McCoist is really good. Yeah, Perugia. Don't like Jamie O'Hara because he's thick as shit. Gabby Bangalore, thick as shit. Who else is on it? Ray Parler's alright. Danny Murphy's alright. He was quite interesting to listen to today. Best of a bad. Darren Bent's okay. He's quite funny. Ray Parler doesn't say much that'll get him into... Lee Dixon's fucking boring. Boring as. Scored a goal, by the way, boys. Arezzo. Touch and hit. Have that. What a strike. Jonathan Pierce, no. God, no. Yeah, Simon Jordan's really good because he does talk sense. Good business brain as well. Trevor Sinclair, not so much. I want Pellegrini to get in amongst the goals today, boys. Here he is. Yeah, he's a clown. Simon Jordan just rips him to shreds. I'm not a big fan of most of it on TalkSport, to be fair, but I'm not really a big music fan. So, listen, I do a lot of driving with work and stuff, so it's something to listen to, innit? Bareka, well, that's outside the box. Don't think we're getting a penalty for that. No penalty. Yeah, he's not very bright either, is he? Jermaine Defoe's been on Sky last 2 weeks. He's been quite good. He didn't get really much of a go this week because of Souness tries to compete with Keane for sort of like air time. But yeah, Jermaine Defoe was quite good. Tell he knows the game. Yeah, they're all right. Who is it as well? Who's in Australia at the moment? Max Rushton, really funny. Yeah. He's a bit behind the times, isn't he? But Micah Richards not been on much recently, has he? Did they maybe just get him in for City games? Vargas free kick. Pellegrini's there. Valentini. 2-0. That'll do. I need to get him off at some point as well because he's playing a lot of games. Do you ever listen to Tim? No, but I like Tim Vickery. He does a little bit. I like him and Andy, the other guy that does a lot of European football, is Andy Bassel. When would be the World Football phone in? When's that, Josh? Absolutely a legend. Scored some goals, that lad, for a little bit. Yeah, I think he's just fallen out with, like, a really bizarre thing that they did this year, wasn't it? Getting rid of all the, like, I'm not a big fan of, like, Matt Letizia and stuff, but the connection with all of them they had. Yeah, and then they bring in tits like fucking Clinton Morrison, just an absolute tit. And just bring in randoms like Tim Sherwood, Michael Dawson, who's terrible at it as well. Weird. Really weird. Yeah, he announced it at the weekend, didn't he? Yeah. He always comes on the radio a little bit. He's on Talksport a little bit. Yes, mate. Dave, come today, buddy. I've been waiting 8 weeks for my What's It shirt to come. Let's do some subs here, hang on. Who's not played? Totino. I've waited over 8 weeks now for my Vlahovic shirt to come, which hasn't obviously arrived. And this one came in 20 days. So I've got this one, I've got Baggio on the back. Amy got the Leicester home, because they give me 3 shirts a month. That one, and Ajax. The black Ajax, the Bob Marley one, I've got that over there. So I'll probably wear that in a few videos. Then I need to order some more. No Edinburgh. Nope. Don't need to. Happy with BR fans. They send me, I get 3 shirts free out of them a month. I ordered 2 shirts for Ralphie as well this month. And I said that they were one's for his birthday this month, and one's for his Christmas present. And they gave me them for free as well. So I don't need to. It's kind of I can't make it an official deal because it's fake. It's fake tops. It's fake tops in it. And I got my video blocked. And I got a copyright strike. Oh, a community guidelines strike. Ah, nice. Where does he get them from? Just out of interest in him, where does he get them from? I asked Clates where he got his from, and he buys fucking real, but he's making probably about £1,000 on official fake tops. Yeah, if someone reports you, that's the thing. If you get reported, Vlahovic, I think might end up at Spurs. If Conte goes there, he likes that number 9 style of player, and obviously Harry Kane is probably destined to move. Imagine a front two of. There'll be no place for Sonny, I suppose. Right, we've grounded that up a little bit difficult in the end, but a win. A win's a win. We've rested, about 9 players there as well. Just send him a message, Cal. Just send him you're doing them on thing. They might even send you a shirt. Yeah, so it's just the same as. And how long do they? So if you order one, how long do they take to come? To be fair, mate, send me the link. Send me the link. I do get a little bit annoyed that shirts take so long to come. Ali Daya, yeah. Yeah, that's good. I don't know what I want this time round. I'm trying to like increase the Baggio sort of like collection. So I'm fancying maybe, so I've got the Italia 94 World Cup shirt. I've got this one. So what? Sorry, Edwin. What did you order then, bud? Which kit did Luke get from there? Or does he get them all from there? Because he's got like Ajax and he's got his Leipzig one from there, hasn't he? Good lad, Cal. Did I? I don't know if I ended up getting David Platin or not. Yeah, I did. He was asking me, bro. You asking, weren't you? There he is, look. He speaks fluent Italian, doesn't he? So, from his Bari days. Also was part of a Palermo takeover a few years ago. Oh, top man. I out on Instagram, but Mrs. is, so. Sporting? Sporting? I haven't seen him in a sporting one. He'll be retired, is he now? Brady? He was in the game a couple of years ago, maybe, but. Chievo's a save as well, boys, isn't it, for next year? They'll come back into the game in Serie D. So you'll have to get the extended database, but yeah, he's not in anymore. Shooting a pen. Michael, good. Every Saturday night, I suppose people on Saturday nights tend to go out and party, don't they? Whereas I'm at home streaming. And the missus works Saturday night, so that's why I stream. But glad you made it into one, Michael. I appreciate it, buddy. Every Saturday, no, not every. The plan is Saturdays and Mondays now for FM22. So hopefully you'll be able to get in on the Monday night ones. Thanks for coming in though, mate. I appreciate it. Oh, we've got Roma and Inter away next, boys. Oosh. Pauline's, I don't want it anywhere near me. Yeah, you do, Cal. You do. I'm old now, though. I'm like 36 soon, so my partying days, nor is Maybury. Yeah, we tried to sign Phil Jones at one point. My partying days are done. Thanks, Michael. Well, have you seen my main series reveal? That's purely based on Basque. Kiev. So they're not in the game at all. I don't think for FM22. They're just down as extinct in the game. Yeah, go check it out. It's basically, so I've done a story. I've done a video on it. Hey, Yorkie, how you doing, buddy? I've done a story based on like a fan-owned club that are in the 6th tier of England, based in York. They've got a billionaire owners as their rival club has got billionaire owners, and we're only signing players that were born in Yorkshire. So it's pretty similar to Athletic Club. But yeah, go check out the video, Michael. It might be if you love the Basque save, hopefully you'll love the my main save idea. I think fair few people have enjoyed the idea behind it, so hopefully it'll be quite popular. Did you, Cal? Good. Done that. Took a bit of time putting the video together. It's like the video is just a back, because obviously I need to do an editor because it's a creative club, so I can't do anything until the main game drops. So I've just done a backstory to a backstory to the club, and some of it's real. A lot of the story's real. York were bought out by the guy that as I say, the Bachelor who buys out York City. York City did change their name to York City Soccer Club for a little bit. You could, Yorkie, could. I'm not sure, Cal. I haven't really looked. I'm not sure, mate. I'll know some more stuff about that when I dive in the editor, to be honest. Right, we're away. So I'm thinking we're going to go a little bit more defensive. I'm going to keep with the high press for now. And just see how we do. Just see how we do, I think. Our first real big team. What, Kievo? Tammy, Mkhitaryan, Zanolo, Cliver, James Milner is at Roma. There's Schmororov. I think Roma are just below us as well. Right, Chuquinho against Mourinho. You Blackpool, Cal. Where were you born? Where were you born, Yorkie? That's the big question. As long as you're born in Yorkshire. Ah, good, Michael. Yeah, just create a little bit of story. I just wanted to do something different. I wanted to come back to England because I didn't do much in England last year. Apart from obviously the Palace save at the end, but obviously the main two saves were in England. So I wanted to do England, but I just wanted to do, and I wanted to do the whole road to glory because if you're going to do England, you kind of got to do that. Cataldi over the bar. Poole Town. That's they had a striker from Poole Town, didn't they? Who was the striker that? Oh, fuck off. Barnsley born. That'll do. That's bad from Plazzeri. There was a famous striker who's played for Poole Town. Charlie Austin. There we go. Cheers, Josh. I knew there was one. Look at this. Football Manager never sorted out set pieces, did they? Fucking bag of shit. Bag of shit. I bet he did. Jerry Yates. I don't think I'm aware of him. Ooh, wide. Created 5 chances though. Not big ones, but we're in the game. Just over. Pellegrini hit a lovely one into the top corner last week. Yeah, that's what we wanted. I think a lot of people asked for it, but it just never happened, Michael, unfortunately. So we've still got the exact same thing. One of the big features that needed changing. 2-0. Just spoils it, FM, this. The tactics. Not so much the tactics, but the... of how shit it can be. Now what, I've not set it to that. So the default set piece should be just a better default. He did. He had a terrible spell at Inter. No, Plazzari's had a bit of a stinker, hasn't he? We haven't got the best keeper in the world, to be honest. But there was not much available. Yeah, I just get bored of changing them all the time, Josh. Like when you change formation, they all change and there's so many to go through. I just want to press like auto. Now, I've got my set piece, my corner routine in, but I just want to press auto and them to be decent. I don't want to see me taking a free kick and then having 3 players back on the halfway line. Things to change, etc. to update. What, for this? Oh, ages ago. Yeah, we couldn't get Muric. I think I tried. I did try. I think he went somewhere else. He's a batter in his ear. Oh, Plazzari. Dear me. Right, we're just going to change it up. We're just going to go to the lower block for a little bit. Right, Pizzella. Oh, Esposito. He's run it wide. Corner. Did you? Yeah, it's a shame they've not sorted set pieces out. I'll just have like, you know, like, so my suggestion was obviously employ a coach that you can task it all to. Have a little bit more variation in terms of being able to create movements and, you know, out to wins in terms of maybe a player starting in the 6-yard box and then drifting out and a bit more freedom in that. And the other one was to have presets, you know, where like with the tactics where you could click through and say, you know, corner routine 1, corner routine 3, and just different sort of like combinations of plays on the edge of the area, plays on the halfway line, and then just select it rather than that bag of shit. Right, we've played better when we've gone to a low block, boys. Bikini. Pizzella. No. That needs to be back across goal. Are we continuing? I think we are. Tammy's causing us problems. Come on, it's only Mkhitaryan and Bikini. Yeah, they're just being good to get in the game. Hey, there he is. He's popped his sail on. He's still there. Cheers, Steve. Barry, mate. I spoke about it before. You need to get on, do a bit of research on Barry. That's your team for FM22. Yeah, the VAR's good, Yorkie. VAR's good. I'm liking it. It makes it a bit of jeopardy. Don't know what's going to happen. Yeah. You could get really creative with it as well. They have got Jose in charge, Cal. And Zaniolo. Tammy. Tammy's been good at Roma. Tammy's been really good. Yeah, we talked about before, Michael. It's a really good FM22 pick, Barry. Stadium's half of it, the San Nicola. Oh, Esposito's in. Oh, big miss. Big miss. See now, because I've changed to the low block, look. We've changed to the low block. We're not doing short corners. If we go to corners, on my high block, attack, we've got my short corners. On here, we haven't got it. So it's annoying that you've got to go through this. To change stuff all the time. Like, it shouldn't matter if I'm playing 4-3-3 or 4-4-2. What? It shouldn't really affect what fucking you do for a set piece, but there we go. Yeah, maybe Cal. Jose just likes to control a game. That's all he likes to do. Right, let's go Vargas. I think we need another midfielder, you know, boys. I don't think Chittarella is going to be up to it. The Channel Legends link is there, boys. So I've just sort of like set it up. It's like the YouTube version of Twitch subs. Anyone becomes a member will get themselves in the La Masia save as a regen, which will start in a few weeks. So obviously the La Masia save is going to be based on Barcelona as well. And only signing players that were at La Masia and have left and bringing through youth. So any decent regens, you members, channel members will get a name. We'll have to give you a Spanish sort of like change to it. So Callum's a channel member because you see he's got his Signori there. That's a channel badge. We aren't going to call him Callum Hayes. We'll have to put a little bit of a Spanish way into it. I don't know how. I normally just go into Google and put it into translator. So go check that out. I'd appreciate it. Right, let's go Barreca. Pellegrini. Should have maybe gone to Rezo, you know. Cardstop. He's quite good. Right back for Roma. He's very good, very aggressive at getting forward. They're going to get another here, aren't they? Oh, good block. Really good block. We might break. No, we're not. Well, what I tend to do is, Michael, what I find the word haze is in English in terms of the meaning. So a lot of time it's like, sometimes a lot of the English surnames are like trades, so like a woodsman or something like that. And then if it's a woodsman, I'll then go into Google Translate and put woodsman and then convert that into Spanish. Easy. So we'd find a name, a Spanish name beginning with Scott. Find a Spanish name with S in it, as in first name, and then we would just Mountcastle. If you Google your surnames, then you know. Yeah, but what, Eduardo, we just keep the that's quite good, Leo. For Eduardo, so we can play the other players that are currently there, so we'll obviously have to play Ter Stegen for a little bit, and then hope that we get a regen through. So an example would be, right, I'll do Callum, because he's a channel member already. So here's it's an Irish meaning. By the looks of it. So like a lot of it is Hayes. It says Hayes in England arose as a locational surname. Hayes could be plural for him in enclosure, or it could mean hedge. So I could put hedge in and see what that is in Spanish. See what that is in Spanish, and then now you get your name. So then I just go to Google. Let me just put this up so you can see. Look, so there it is, hedge. So I go, let's go hedge. So then I go to Google Translate and put hedge in Spanish. There you go. Cobertura. And then I would just look at popular Spanish names beginning with C. There you go, job done. Easy peasy. What would be a popular Spanish? What would be a popular Spanish surname? Yeah, disappointed just because it needed updating, Yorkie, that's all. Yeah, good to make an investment, Yorkie. I'm proud. I think we spoke about it for ages that you need to invest, didn't we? Coverage, that'll do. It doesn't have to be perfect, but it just gives you that little link. That's how I do it, because Carlos, there you go. Carlos Cobertura. There you go. Something like that anyway. That's how I work them out. I don't want, no offence, Cal, but I don't want Callum Hayes coming through my La Masia youth system. Right, I'm just going to change it up tactically. We've got 7 days to play, so we're going to go with that. Let me just go into my set pieces. Attack. Load routine. Bilbao. I've literally just copied this tactic over from... no, I tweaked. I did a little tweak, actually. What's SAINZ? What's SR? What's AINZ? What's that? Someone else. Oh, is it? Didn't know that. I don't like Formula 1. Yeah, you can't have that, Cal. Get your face in as well. Get your face in the game. That's the only thing. This is the only thing about the old YouTube versus Twitch. So the 6 weeks that I had on Twitch, I had like 50 odd subscribers at one point, which is absolutely nuts for the first 6 weeks. It's just like, that was the only thing that was dragging me back towards Twitch, to be honest, was the money. And I'm quite glad, to be fair, that I didn't, because Twitch will be, like, let's just go now. So I found it really depressing, like, streaming on a Monday night, knowing that people like Leluja and people were streaming and that we're just going to hoard up the views. So there's, just out of the people that I follow, there's Simaggio, Bully Beef, Huckleberry Finn, Plano, and that's it. But I suppose it is quarter past 11. So I decided to come to YouTube just because I get better views. I didn't go chasing the cash. No, not a face scan, your actual face. Like a picture of your face. Yeah, I'll have to change. So Johnny Griffiths, who was in the chat earlier, he was one forte. Because Griffiths meant, I can't remember what Griffiths meant, basically, in like the meaning of the word. So I googled that, forte. And so one forte, my greatest player of FM21, was actually one of my Patreons. But you're a Patreon as well, Cal. You're a Patreon, so you get yourself as a regen in that one as well. Cal is single-handedly providing presents for the missus for Christmas with his channel membership and Patreon membership. Right, Inter. Let's have a little look. Oh, by the way, Cavani, yeah, I forgot that. Cavani went back to... Oh, we ain't got any money, have we? Because Dennis, bloody man. Let's see if we can get him out the door. Offer him out again. Tapas. Do a bit of tapas. I had Wagamama for the first time today. It was alright. We only went because we thought it was on a voucher that we had. We had a voucher, the restaurant card thing. So we thought we were getting a meal for free, and it turned out when we were eating that it wasn't on the list. So I had to fucking pay 40 quid for it. Nice beer though. Chinese beer called Buddha. Fenerbahce have signed Phil Jones. Love it. North was for man. Bollocks. Bollocks, bollocks, bollocks. We might have to start giving him, when he gets back fit, we'll have to start giving him some first team games, I think. Raspadori has scored. He's good. Got some big money for him, though. We need some cash, Josh. We need some cash. So Inglaise hasn't played for me all season. Hasn't played 1 minute. He's 30 years old. He's the most highest paid player by over £11,000, and he's asking for a contract. Piss off. Is he a bit of a legend or what? Not really. Fuck it, I'm just going to offer him out. Not for a fight. Hey, Vertex. Yeah, I'm enjoying it, mate. It's good. It's good. Nothing amazing. The game FM21 was good, so it's just a little bit better than FM21. Right, we've got the low block going. I think we need to change it in here. What's Cataldi like? We're going to go a little bit more physical in there. Grassi and Cataldi. So I wanted that money from Dennis Mann, and then we would have probably got in. We would have probably got another central midfield there. It's just against these big boys, mate. Just against the big boys. See if we're a little bit better because we've got a little bit more energy in there now. Especially when he's got to play in there against Barella and Brozovic. The stadium. Nice. Ooh. Okay, they're playing 3 at the back. Go to balance there. Make sure you use my link, Vertex. That's in the description below. That'd be amazing if you could do that for me. Click the link and use FM Trek to get 10% off. Roberto England. Robert. You mean Robert England? Yeah, it's maybe had that upgrade that has been going on for years, Eduardo. It does a bit. Yeah, that's a good shout, that, Josh. What a stadium that is, by the way. Right, Pekini's done well. So we're on the low block here, boys. We did all right against Roma, actually, with the low block. Pizzella, no. 6 foot is though, Pizzella, so I'm hoping he gets a bit of success at the back stick. We might have left it a little bit late in the transfer window, you know. Oh, he's getting sent off, isn't he? Getting sent off, and it was never a sending off. Blatant act of what? Oh, fucking hell. Now what? Now what? That's a disaster. Right, Schutterella's on, boys. That's not what we wanted. I hate taking one of the strikers off. Leave 2 up, cross in the box. Look at everyone telling me to take a striker off. Love it. So I just think we just need that one ball in the box. We've got 2 in there. I'm going to be wrong and they're going to score loads of goals past us, but we could argue that they were probably going to do that anyway. That was a bad miss. Full Italian bus mode. Not yet. Okay, now we're only 18 minutes in. When did he get sent off? Barella. Hakan. Block. Good block. Pizzella. Oh, I just think the idea of keeping 2 up so we can get those spare second balls. Grassi's now struggling. Brilliant. Luca. Esposito. Oh, we had a chance. And he just fluffed it. Just waited too long. Right, Schitterella. Oh, we've had 2 chances in the space of a couple of minutes. Gonna praise it. They've now got a free kick. Oh, he's free. He's fucking free. So it's a 6-yard box. Dear me. Another unrealistic thing. Yeah, I'm a little bit like Holloway, to be fair, Cal. Cataldi's 6 minutes. Oh, it's been a long half hour. Hakan. Good header. Top corner, fuck off. I tell you, it's all right. Well, look, we played a decent. We didn't play very good opposition, and now we've had 2 away games at Inter and Roma. So I'm not going to blame you for it, buddy. They need a little bit of encouragement, don't they? Lautaro, De Fridge, Jesus. Yeah, it weren't a bad finish, was it? Unfortunately for us. Right, they're just running at us a little bit now. Good block. Oh, what a save. That's a really good save. Yeah, it's a bit of a pain. These are ones where you just want to just close your eyes and just get to full time because you know the outcome is not going to be good. Hey, Mitch, how you doing, mate? We're blocking, we're defending, we're hanging on. Hope you're well, though, Mitch. Hakan. Ooh. Right, grass is dead. Brilliant. Highlight right before half time as well. Yeah, all right. We've won the first 4 against teams we should be beating. We've beaten Bologna, Genoa, Cagliari, and Frosinone, and then we've just played Roma, got beat 2-0, and we're losing 1-0 here. We had a couple of sniffs. We got a man sent off at 1-0. Well, we got a man sent off at 0-0. Block. Over the bar. But we were doing all right. We're doing all right. They're the balls. That's why I've got my 6'7" striker up there, and he's just literally just stood and let them head it. Is that realistic? See, this is what I want. This is what I want. Oh, he's not getting anything. I just think if he can win something, then we can break. He's still going. He's still working. Fucking hell. How long's this half been, boys? Jesus Christ, they've had three highlights in stoppage time. Are we breaking? Are we breaking? No, are we fuck? Just loft it into his feet. They're going to score here, aren't they? I can feel it. Good blocking. We're defending really well in the penalty area. Yeah, kick it away. Headed again. Get there, Luca. Get there, Luca. Oh, fucking half time. 2v2 at half time. I've told him it weren't good enough. Maybe a little harsh. Right, Barella. Dumfries. Salcedo. Mata. Good block from Martinez. Free header. Jesus. Too early to... We've already done 2 subs as well, so I feel like I can't do much. I'm feeling that I might just drop Esposito into a... Oh, fuck off. Conceded 2 absolute fucking smashers. I was thinking of bringing Esposito in here. As an inside forward, just so we can get something going. So we can get a little bit more of an outlet. Let's go defensive as well, because the game's gone now, hasn't it? Could be 3 down here. Save Plazzari. Plazzari's done well. Last couple of games. Off the line. That's an unusual pass, Martinez. Come on, boys. Demand more. Yeah, commentary. Sorry, I was seeing that, Josh. Yeah, not a bad shout. This is fucking painful. I've got extended highlights. Have we been watching extended highlights for the whole stream? I had it on extended highlights for pre-season. Did anyone else realise we had it? Because I only play key, generally, especially when I'm on like videos and live streams. It might make it go a little bit quicker. Sorry about that, chaps. Right, we've got 60. I'm going to take it off the last strike because he's done my absolute titting. We're going to go a Rezo. And we're just going to go advance forward. A bit of pace. Because the big 6'7" man has absolutely won nothing in the air. Oh, today. To be fair though, I did have it. So last few games of pre-season because I wanted to see what the tactic was doing, how it was playing. So I put it on extended, and obviously the league game I put it on, kept it on extended, and then saved it. But you may be right. Maybe it's automatically moved to that. I've had a few where it's moved to full commentary. (2-0) in the grand scheme of things isn't the end of the world, especially with the 2 goals that they scored. Absolutely ridiculous. Oh, don't score one now. I've said that. Oh, he's missed the header. Hit the post. Alexis Sanchez, absolute miss. Did you? Maybe it was then. End of the game, please. Look at Esposito tracking back. That's what we want. I think we'll bring in Pellegrini for the next game as well. We'll play 2 more games. We'll get Pellegrini back in the side. Tackle. We've defended actually pretty well. A lot of headed clearances and stuff. I'm proud of your efforts. I'm going to give the boys a bit of morale there. Hey, MVP, how you doing, buddy? Still 4th. Not bad, is it? Right. Oh, we've got Torino. Bloody 14 days now. Right, well, yeah, we'll do Torino and Sassuolo. We're going to move back to the other tactic. We've got transfer window deadline to come as well. Yeah, I thought we did all right, Eduardo, there, to be fair. Yeah, we'll take the 2-0, Josh. We'll take the 2-0. Torino are bottom as well, going into this international break. I want a nice big stupid offer for Dennis Mann. Nothing for Inglés either. Why are loads of Australian clubs wanting him? It's a weird one. Very weird. Cheeky friendly. Maybe. Rather just get through the games. Get through the games, to be honest, Josh. 11:30. I've promised you 2 more games. But yeah, normally that wouldn't be a bad shout. We ain't got that many players on international duty by the looks of it. Yeah, to be honest, you get him off the wage bill, Cal. £53,000 a week. Yeah. BF fans, I've got Baggio. Can you see? I'll twist it round. Got the main man on the back. Oh, just for you. Just sit at home. Cookie tea. Rumour. Dennis Mann. Not for 4.7 million. Yeah, it went off the boil a little bit, didn't he? Dino, yeah. He was a good player, actually, was Dino Baggio. He was a good player. Eddie wasn't so good. We're not going to get anything for Dennis Mann, are we? Dino Baggio was very good, Eduardo. You're right. Was it the 94 World Cup he played really well? $10 mil, anybody? 10 mil for Dennis Mann? Good days, Josh. No offers for Man. Fucking hell. The Arabs got bloody loads of cash. Qatar. Can't, mate. I've got no money. No money. It's gone. A total of 18.75 spent. We've made profit. Our wage budget is quite high though. Our wage budget is more than Sassuolo's. Bit of a surprise. Wouldn't have been if it was for bloody, who is it? Fucking... What's he called? Inglese. Yeah, it was kind of Baggio's miss, wasn't it? And fair, they didn't play well in a lot of those games to get to the final. They didn't actually play well at all. They weren't far getting knocked out of the group stage either. I always remember Ray Houghton's goal against for Republic of Ireland against Italy. He did a little roly-poly somersault celebration as well. I was going to say somersault. It wasn't a somersault. Definitely wasn't a somersault. Yeah, we still loved him. Absolutely, Eduardo. If you are in the stream and you want to smash the like button, boys, I'd really appreciate it if you just smash the like button. It's just a little tickle. I'd really appreciate it. The more likes, it just helps these live streams just get a little bit noticed. And fingers crossed, these numbers keep continuing when we do the La Masia save in a couple of weeks. Fingers crossed we can bring back Messi for a season before we finish. Not before we finish, before he finishes. Right, we're nearly there. Fucking hell. International breaks. No one. We don't like them, do we? International breaks. Jesus Christ. Oh, maybe the transfer window for the team in Qatar's maybe not finished then, so we might still be able to sell him, you know. Top man, thank you very much, pal. Appreciate it. It's been good. Chat's like, I was saying on my Discord the other day, like I watch a lot of streams, a lot of big streams, and my chat is busier on here with sort of like 20 to 40 people generally. It's more busier than people that are streaming Football Manager that have over 100. So that was like literally the main thing that kept me on YouTube, was because I knew that it was good for my channel, and when I stream, I'm streaming to 26 people, a lot of people in the chat. Whereas if I stream to 26 people on Twitch, very quiet. And it becomes boring when you talk to yourself. Excuse me. Big yawn. So you boys were the reason why I stayed on the old YouTube. Right, we're going Pellegrini in. We're going to go a little bit more attacking. We're going to bring Roberts in again on the left. And let's give Vargas some of the go on the right. Let's bring Shittarella back in. Let's put Dennis Mann on the bench. Boosie on. Right. Pellegrini and Esposito up front. Bellerin. Apparently we need someone, so we need a goalkeeper. Yeah, Mariba. We'd like to get, especially Mariba from the Crystal Palace save as well. Yeah, maybe, yeah, Josh, there's a lot of stuff goes on with, like, channel points and all that. And I know it's a good way of, like, getting more people to commit a bit of cash to your channel for some of it. But, yeah, I'm not very good at that old sorting out Twitch and pissing about. I've kind of upgraded mine a little bit. So mine has, like, the number 3 is the channel members that I have. So every time I get a new channel member, it goes up and I have the screen. That's enough for me. That's enough for me. Because you guys just want to see the game. So no frills. I think that my channel's not no frills. But I try not to focus on anything, you know, the game and chatting to you lads needs to be the priority. I'm fancying one night doing a football quiz for you lads, where you lads will get an app, and then you'll play it on your phones, and me design the questions. Calado, Nico, Gavi. Oh yeah, there are not many left backs. We'll get there. Pellegrini! There we go, boys. We're up and running. Keep it simple. Yeah, this is me, because I just want to play the game, chat to you guys, have a laugh, enjoy the games. If 50 people had come channel members tonight, that would have been lovely, like, but it's just not the YouTube thing. But it's yeah, I just don't want to fuck about too much and overcomplicate it and have different screens and make it too fancy. I have a nice transition and stuff. I don't think... I try and run my channel like if I was the viewer. And I'm not asked about gimmicks and things that look absolutely amazing. I think my camera's obviously decent, amazing. Pretty good. My sound's pretty good. Oh, but like we's injured, boys. Right, I'm going to bring Arezzo on because we need to give him a bit of game time. And we'll let him go as a presser. And we'll swap them two around. Who was that, Eduardo? Yeah, but for the first season, we're using the squad. So we're using the squad that they've got. So I can still play like Coutinho and all those. But the idea is over time, that as those fade out, we keep the current crop. Thank you, Josh. That's what I want. That's what I want. Numbers have been a bit slow last week, the subscribers and stuff, but I haven't done much content, and I'm trying not to force content down your throats and just doing videos for absolutely no reason, because so many people are just going absolute gung-ho and just banging any old shite on the channel at the moment. And I was supposed to record 2 videos today, but I went out with the missus instead today. Arezzo! Lucky. But I appreciate that, Josh. Yeah, just anything to get quick views. I'm close to 1 million views on the channel. I don't know how close I actually am now. Does it a day at a time? I don't think I've looked today. So I think in the next couple of days I'll have got to 1 million views on the channel, which I think is good. Juan Miranda. Okay, so we've got him to look forward to come back. We only need one. Yeah, priorities. Yeah, it was good. Like, with the missus being so busy and stuff, it was a really nice day today. I went and got Ralphie some birthday presents. Looked at a few bits for Christmas and had a wander around York and stuff. It was good. Yeah, it is. To be fair, it feels less impressive because RDF tactics, by the way, we've just done a short corner routine to score a goal. It feels less impressive now because like Hood Gaming's come on the scene. I think he's been on since about August 2020. So he's only just been going a year and he's already racked up 1 million, but he's the kind of, like, he openly, like, Hood, me and Steve talk a lot, and he wants his channel to be as big, and he wants to be like Omega Luke, kind of make videos to smash views and stuff, which I would like, but I want to make the videos that I want to make. So it feels a little bit less impressive now because he's done it in less than a year, but I said we kind of make different content, so... Yeah, I know, Cal, which I'm better at doing. If this was a year ago, I'd have been like solely focused on like thinking, why the fuck are people not watching me and they're all watching Steve? And after talking to Steve a lot over the last few weeks, he just runs his channel differently and does different sorts of content. Right, 3-0, job done. So yeah, I'm in a decent headspace for FM. I'm not too worried about the views not being absolutely... I know, like, tactics videos and the rebuild phenomenon, which Luke started with his own sort of like simulation. I don't want to do too many simulations. I like playing the game. So, oh, fractured, gutted. But yeah, I'm in a decent headspace in terms of for the stuff that I want to do. I'm really excited about finishing this save. I only get excited about doing saves. Like, I'm doing a tactics video every Thursday, or some kind of video which feeds the beast, as I call it, in terms of like, you know, like the videos, so like the tactics videos, or like putting like amazing 4-2-3-1 tactic, overpowered tactic. I don't really want to go down that route, but I want to do tactics videos because they do end up being a little bit more popular on the channel. Let's have a little look, see how many views I'm actually on. So this would have been the last. It's not up to date. Just a day at a time. There's my copyright strike for the BR fans video that I did. Right, analytics. Lifetime. Yeah, so I'm on 996,000, so I'm just short of 3,000 views. So after probably today's stream, I'll probably do it maybe even tomorrow. There might be a chance that I'll do it tomorrow, which would be pretty cool. So I'm not too far off. Not too far off. And it's a nice little thing to say, like, if people say it's a hobby and saying like, oh, my channel's had over 1 million views, it's 1 million clicks, not 1 million different people, but 1 million, yeah. I think it's a decent landmark. And I think it's because you've put a lot of hard work into it as well. Like, I've worked pretty hard, and I work sort of like, 37 hours a week at work, family, and then committing at least 20 to 30 hours a week on here. Yeah, it'd be pretty cool. Then I just want to get to 10,000 subs. Get me to 10,000 subs, lads, and you never have to see me ever again. Because that was the overall, when I first started from day one, I want to get 10,000 subs. I think I call that a respectable channel size. The FM dream. Yeah. Yeah, I'd like to do it as a part, like Luke. Like, Luke's gone full time, hasn't he? Omega Luke. I was talking to him a bit over the last week, but I would like to go part time. I don't think I could lock myself in the bedroom every single day. I think I would find that hard. That's what she said. I do enjoy, like, my teaching. I don't enjoy being at work, but I do enjoy the teaching part of what I do at work. So maybe one day the channel will be big enough to do a little bit of, or even take less days at work. Maybe work 4 days, and 3 days I can focus on the channel and stuff. I don't know what we did with Buffon. I can't remember if I got him in or not. Yeah, he's my under-18s goalie coach, even though he's absolutely shocking. Yeah, because we spoke about like how terrible some of the coaches become, like ex-players become, and good ex-players, that you'd expect to be a good coach. Yeah, so I'm not a teacher, but I'm a like my thing is a football coach. But now I work for a secondary school, and my main part of my job now is I look after a cluster of primary schools. So I deliver PE and for a few schools, do after school clubs, that sort of stuff. But yeah, it's teaching, because I teach the PE for the primary schools in our area. Do festivals, so a lot of I have 10 primary schools that play against each other in competitions. Like football, we're doing dodgeball, basketball, that kind of stuff. That's my main part of the number. Yeah, it's a shame, Eduardo, that he's like that. I find that a bit unrealistic, to be honest. But right, Vargas has struggled terribly. It was only 4 million. So we're going to go with Dennis Mann, the forgotten man. And we're going to have to cut Luca back in. I don't know. It's a let's play, innit? It's a let's play. They're never as big as. You know, that you'll wait. This time in 6 months' time, my most popular videos will be my tactic videos. It's just the way it is. But I think once people are in it, and because I'm only spending time on one let's play at a time, I can focus all my attention on that save. And hopefully lads will follow it a little bit from start to sort of like finish. Because that was the mistake that I made last year. I did Basco nothing and the special one at the same time. And I was trying to do 2 videos of each. And I couldn't focus on one. It'd be nice just to focus on this. Yeah, so top man, I used to work for York City, so I used to do similar stuff to that. But now, because I work in a school, we do something like SS. Unofficially, I'm an SSCO, which means that normally a lot of secondary schools will have an SSCO, and their job is to work with a cluster of primary schools, generally around sport, and sort of like the festivals, and then we deliver PE. So my school, it's Luca. My first school that I'm delivering in a school tomorrow morning. I'm there for a couple of hours in the morning. It's only like 60-70% of my job, but it's all right. If I could just do that, go and teach a little bit, do the teaching part of it, and not having to work Saturdays and Thursday nights and cleaning the odd changing room and stuff, and then do the rest as a FM YouTuber, that'd be amazing. But I would worry about, like, the missus will be out a lot. She's all out a lot. So if I was working now as an FM YouTuber, I'd be by myself all day. And apart from talk, big chance. I think that's something that Luke will have to get used to. Going from being around lads at work and stuff to being in a room most of the day by yourself. I think I would struggle a little bit. I think I'd take it. If I could be a full-time YouTuber, I think I'd definitely take it. But it's something to make sure that, yeah. I know there was a YouTuber, a FIFA YouTuber that went full-time a few years ago. He was from Leeds, I think. He went full-time, and then within a few months he quit and went back to his shitty office job just because he couldn't handle being by himself all day. It wasn't good for his mental health. I think I'd be able to handle that a little bit better. I don't mind being by myself. Raspadori wide. We'll get him going. Top man. Right, Roberts. Let's go. Pizzella. Esposito's been quiet last few games. Let's get Arezzo on. Just going to give a little demand more. This is another good win. A sneaky win, if it's going to be that. Let's go Robert England for the last few minutes. Give him a minute. Oh, highlight. Here we fucking go. Plazzari. Here we go. Ingles. Ooh, over the bar. Belarus, nice. Oh, yeah, definitely. Probably in the game. Bulgaria's pretty corrupt. Oh, they fucking scored, boys. 88 minutes. Fuck's sake. It's like the first highlight they've had as well. Where did this come from? Not tight enough. Like here, right? Why is he stood like 3 yards off him? If that was a normal game, he'd be stood next to him. He'd be stood next to him. Really annoying. Sometimes I feel like FM does that so it can work an opening. Because he should have been stood right up his ass. There's no reason for him to be stood like that, is there? And that's stuff that you can't control in the game. Oh dear, that's annoying. I'm throwing the water bottle. Fuming. Absolutely fuming. But we're fifth. We're fifth. We'll take it. We beat who we should beat. Sassuolo are a decent side. We've got Spezia, Cremonese, Fiorentina. So what I think I will do, boys, I will play a couple of games in the week just to get up to date. I think I might even do a little catch-up video on Thursday night. I might say, right, I'm going to play, I don't know, Juventus in Thursday's episode. I'll do a little episode Thursday night. And then we're back Saturday night for a live stream. All right, boys. Thank you very much. It's 12 o'clock. Bang on 12 o'clock right now. And I've still got 29 people in. So I really appreciate it. Thank you very much. It's going off. Someone might have just subscribed to the channel. Paul Columbali became a sponsor. He already is a sponsor. That's weird. I don't know why that's popped up. Thanks for everyone for coming in. I don't know why that's popped up because Paul's already a channel member. That's a weird one. And I don't think he's in the stream. Thank you very much, though, boys. We'll see you Saturday night, 9:30. I'll do a video Thursday. I'm hopefully going to get a video out tomorrow night and Wednesday night. So hopefully there'll be content Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. All right. Thank you very much for watching. I appreciate it. And yeah, we'll see you Saturday night. Take care, guys. Cheers. See you later.